Good morning, dear student. Today I will start second chapter tissue. First of all, we know about tissue. You know, in previous classes, a group of cell is called tissue. That means the group of cells which are similar in structure and origin that work together to perform a particular function forms a tissue. That means you can define tissue a group of cluster of cells which are similar in origin, structure and functions are called tissue. For example, muscles, blood, nerves, xylem, phloem, etc. All the examples of tissue. That means we discussed about the animal and plant tissue. Animal and plant tissue are not similar. These differences are given in this chart. Plant tissue. Plant tissue are stationary or fixed, and animal tissue such as blood and limbs are able to move from one place to another place. In plant tissue, most of plant tissue are dead. Living tissue are a few, but in animal tissue, most of animal tissue are living. In plant tissue mainly provide the strength and rigidity, and animal tissue performs various functions and they are flexible or movable. Some tissue like bone and cartilage provide strength and rigidity. In plant living tissue, that means you can say that meristem divide throughout their life. These tissue are localized in some specific area, so there is a clear cut to demarcation between the dividing and non-dividing region. In animal tissue have limited division capacity. Moreover, they are scattered throughout the body, so there is no demarcation between dividing and non-dividing region. Tissue's structure is comparatively simple and less organized, but animal tissue structure is very complex, specialized, and more organized. That means we discussed briefly plant tissue. Plants contain various types of tissue. These are mainly two types. First is meristematic tissue and second is permanent tissue. Meristematic tissue cells are capable of cell division. That means you can say that meristematic tissue can responsible for cell division and totipotency. Permanent tissue is mature cells incapable of cell division. Meristematic tissue is three types that is given in this chart: apical meristem, and the second is lateral meristem, and third is intercalary meristem. That means you know apical meristem, that means tips of root and stem. You can say that apical meristem is responsible for growth, and lateral meristem below the bark, cambium, in dicot root and stem. That means you can say that lateral meristem is also responsible for growth. Intercalary meristem, that means you know internode of stems. That means intercalary meristem is responsible for width. Permanent tissue is two types: simple tissue and complex tissue. Simple tissue, protective and supporting tissues composed of single cell types, is also three types: parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. Complex tissue, that means conducting tissue of composed of more than one type of cell. First phloem and second xylem. Phloem is composed of sieve tube, companion cell, fibers, and phloem fibers. Xylem xylem vessels, tracheids, xylem parenchyma, and xylem fibers. First of all, we discussed briefly step by step. First, meristem tissue. Meristematic tissue is responsible for growth in plant, is not uniform. Some tissue have a power of division, while other do not divide at all. This tissue which have a power of division is known as meristematic tissue. A meristematic tissue consists of group of cell which remains in active and continuous state of division. They retain the power of division. Some important features of meristematic tissue are given. Meristematic tissue are composed of living and very active cell. Usually intercellular space are absent. Cell are oval, rounded, or polygonal in shape. Meristematic cell have thin cellulose wall and prominent nuclei. Meristematic cell have rich in cytoplasm with small and no vacuole. The vacuole are small, that means you can say that vacuole is absent because the function of these cell is divide only, not to store material. Meristematic cells have a great power of division. They help the plant growth in length and girth in width, that means in diameter. Almost all other types of tissue are derived from the meristems. That means you see in this diagram meristem types of shoot, that means you can observe in upper portion is apical meristem and the middle region is intercalary meristem and lower region is lateral meristem. Both three meristem is specialized the growth of plant. Apical meristem, that means are responsible for growth, and intercalary meristem is also divide the internodes of responsible for apical meristem, and lateral meristem is also responsible for girth in diameter. That means the location of meristem. Meristematic tissue are located mainly in apical region, root tip and shoot tip. Beside these are also present in intermediate region. That means you can say that intercalary meristem is also called cambium of vascular bundle. Classification of meristem. The meristem are classified mainly on the basis of their location. According this, you see in the above diagram is three types. First is apical meristem and second is lateral meristem and third is intercalary meristem. I told you in previous topic, apical meristem is located in the apical of root and shoot. These meristem brings about and increase the length of plant body and also known as growing point. Lateral meristem, these are composed of initial cell which divide mainly in one plane. These helps in increasing the girth, that means in diameter, you can say width of plant organ. These occupy lateral position in the stem or root. Cambium and cork cambium, both phyllogene, are example of lateral meristem. Intercalary meristem, these are merely in position of apical meristem which have separated from the apex during development. These meristem are usually located in the base of leaves or internodes. First of all, we discussed about the function of meristem. Meristem are the actively dividing tissue of the plant. This is the specialized feature of meristem. They are responsible for all types of growth of the plant. Apical meristem causes growth in length of the plant. Intercalary meristem is causes growth of the formation of new leaves and twigs. The lateral meristem helps in increase the girth in diameter of plant, that means in plant stem. All new organ and their growth occurs by the division of these meristematic tissue, and meristem is also responsible for secondary growth such as wood and corks are also formed by the activity of meristem. Any injury of wound in any part of plant body are cured and healed up by activity of meristem. Thank you.